yeah, if you opened a beautiful Pikachu EX, perhaps like this immersive 3-star one here, and you're looking for the best deck to play it in, then you have found the right video. And congrats, because this card is maybe the best card in all of Pokemon Pocket, and this deck is maybe the best deck in all of Pokemon Pocket. We're only 10 days out from the global release, and I'm gonna try to release a video every day for the next 10 days showcasing some of the most powerful decks in the game, the most powerful cards in the game, so that you're well equipped to find the right decks for the cards you open, and you're well equipped to play against cards you might see in the Pokemon Pocket meta. Now, for Pikachu EX, this is really the tippity top of the meta. This is a tier 1 archetype by pretty much everybody's estimations, and I think this particular list is my favorite way to play Pikachu EX. It uses Voltorb and Electrode and Zapdos as its Pokemon, which help you enable the Circle Circuit ability on Pikachu EX, which is just this insane 90 damage potential output for only 2 energy. And that is so efficient and so high damage that it really bullies people out of games early, because it just gets down so fast and starts deleting their Pokemon before they have time to set up like greedier, kind of crazier, high-powered combos. Now, there are a variety of different Pikachu EX kind of variations. Some of them run Zebstrika to have some bench snipes. Some of them run Raichu to have like some combo finishers. This one keeps it a little more simple, but I think has some of the most proven results from tournaments, and I have had far and away the most success with this list. And that's partly because Electrode is kind of a mini Pikachu EX in this deck. Like, sometimes 70 energy for 2 damage if you're desperate's okay, but more importantly, this just gives you this free retreat. This does not have a retreat cost, which means it's kind of easy to swap this in and out, which can give you a little bit of time, absorb a hit while setting up for your Pikachu EX to come in and clean things up. And then Zapdos is just sometimes a big dumb body that very occasionally you can use Thundering Hurricane to clear bigger stuff, although that's not a game plan you want to rely on. So this is essentially the fast and lean version of this deck that goes like full aggression, plays for max Pikachu EX effectiveness instead of kind of diverging into some other game plans. You know, it may come down to personal preference a little bit, but this deck just wins a lot, frankly, and you're gonna see that in this video. It's got a pretty standard complement of you know, the trainer cards here. You got some Pokeballs, which are of course really important to find your basic Pokemon to make sure your bench is full. Professor's Research. You got the Giovannis in here, which don't sleep on these, man. Those breakpoints come and go all the time with Giovanni, where that extra 10 goes a long way. Obviously, Sabrina creating moments. X speed is less important perhaps in this deck, with the Electrode having the free retreat, but sometimes that Zapdos tanking a body needs to swap out. Sometimes Pikachu actually needs to swap out into a second Pikachu, depending on health totals. So yeah, all in all, this is one of the best decks in the game, one of the best cards in the game. I'm gonna try to showcase how to play this, how to get some wins against other meta decks in this video. So hopefully you'll enjoy this look at the best Pikachu EX deck, and hopefully you'll stay tuned for more videos over the next week or so leading up to the global launch of Pokemon Pocket. I'm really excited to get this in more players' hands and see how you guys feel about this game. But yeah, enjoy this deck. Okay, great Pikachu EX. Not the best hand right now. Stage 1 Pokemon we don't want just yet. And Professor's Research is good, but we need some Pokeballs. Give me them Pokeballs. Ooh, mirror match. Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's see how it goes. They don't have a Pikachu EX yet, which is bad news for them, but they do have Pokeballs, which is good news for them. Got the fancy flare on there too, man. I can probably afford those. I have so many shop tickets, I just haven't done it yet. I don't know, man. In Marvel Snap, I don't really engage with the variants much, so am I gonna do that here? Okay, suddenly a very good hand for them. Running a Zebstrika build, which is definitely good. It's different than this one. You know, it's a little bit down to personal preference, I think, personally. Oh boy, we are down to losing, I think. No Pokemon. Well, that's not good. 12 cards in deck. A lot of them are Pokemon. They have the Electrode. They can already retreat for free on the Voltorb. They don't. Okay, there's a Pokemon. Nice. Professors, we need you to hit another Pokemon here, please, bro. That's a Pokemon. Okay. So we have a problem though. If we put in this, which we will, and we kill the Voltorb, they bring in the Pikachu EX. It's ready to attack. It could already hit me for 90, which is an issue. And we're only going to be able to swing it back for 90. Will I be able to get enough stuff out in time to kill it? Actually, yes, probably with the Electrode, right? I think so. It comes in, it hits me for 90. I come back and hit it. Oh, I'm actually gonna only currently hit it for 60 though, which does change the math a little bit, because if they have Potion, then they get out of range of Electrode at 70. So this is a bit of a pickle. A bit pickly here. So we do need to find another Pokemon right now to hit this for 90. I think it's actually dreadfully important. Yeah, I think it's actually super important. I think we start loading up the Voltorb now though, so Electrode can come in. Zapdos, we just won't have time, right? He's also just weak against Pikachu EX, which probably doesn't really change breakpoints much here, because it's probably a 2-shot kill either way. Now, if they don't have another Pokemon too, that could also change things certainly in our favor, because they're only hitting for 60 as well. If we hit a Potion, we could get around that a little bit. You know, if they miss their Pokemon 2 straight turns. Okay, they don't hit the other Pokemon. So if we hit a Pokemon here, it's pretty great. We don't hit a Pokemon, but we do hit a Potion. Yeah, that could also change things a little bit too, actually. Electrode here. I'm thinking, is there any reason to Giovanni here? It probably does change the math a little bit. So we hit for 60, they go down to 60. We down to, yeah, actually Giovanni is very important, because this gets us around 1 Potion. Yes, actually, this is really important, because this will push them down to 50, which means if they heal with only 1 Potion, now they have 2 potions, we still might be in trouble, right? But if they have only 1 Potion, the Electrode can come in and hit for 70, right? And finish this off. Now, that assumes they kill this Pikachu EX because they find a basic Pokemon. If they don't even find a basic Pokemon, obviously we might be fine. We have another Giovanni for Pikachu to hit for 70 here as well. So there are ways around this for them. Like double Potion definitely puts us in a weird spot. Double Potion and a Pokemon puts us in a really bad spot, I think. Okay, that unfortunately is the other Pokemon they needed. But do they have double Potion? Because double Potion makes a big difference. Double Potion. Single Potion? No potions? What's it gonna be? I mean, 2 potions is pretty unlikely at this stage. Although, I don't know, only 6 cards in deck. That's not that unlikely. That's actually not that unlikely. Oh, X speed is also interesting. Okay. Bringing in the Zapdos. Okay, we do have a Sabrina, but that doesn't necessarily help because... either way, this Zapdos... I was thinking here, like, do we ever bring in our Zapdos? Since we have X speed times 2, if we brought in our own Zapdos, we could have a bit of a stare down. I also just kind of like hitting this for 90. They have to X speed it out. We're kind of right back where we were, right? I mean, the difference... Well, yeah, we're right back where we were, because their Pikachu could have killed this Pikachu anyway. Maybe they're going to try to pivot into some Zebstrika stuff to change the break points on points. This is kind of a tough call, isn't it? If we force them to put in their Blitzel... It does make the Zebstrika susceptible, but we still don't really have an easy way to kill that. I think we load up the Zapdos here, maybe, honestly. Like, we just don't need the Electrode yet. I'm just gonna hit here. This is still a 2-turn kill on this. we're basically saying, okay, like we're right back to where we were. Like you have to X speed this out into Pikachu, right? Like that's gonna bring the Pikachu in to kill this Pikachu, and then we have the Electrode for lethal, right? If they don't do that, if they go for like Zebstrika, we can only hit for 80, but that's if we don't if we find another Pokemon, actually we'd be fine. Or excuse me, 80 with Electrode. Yeah, 80's right. That's the right number. Yeah, they're going for the they're going for the Zebstrika here. Okay, and the Giovanni. Maybe they're gonna try to 2-tap the Electrode. It is. Oh no, they're going for the Pikachu still. Okay. Oh, we had another Pikachu. Okay, this is interesting too now. Yeah, now we just start loading up this Pikachu, right? I think we're totally chill to kill the Zebstrika, right? It's kind of wasted in theory, but not really, because they're just still on the back foot, right? Like it's one of those where they're just still in a weird spot. If they use both Giovanni's, no. So if we pull back Pikachu, he might still die to the Zebstrika with a Giovanni. So I think we just use this Pikachu. I think it's fine, right? Like we still have, I don't know, we still have them on the back foot pretty hard because they just don't have any points yet, you know. This game's going crazy, by the way. This is an interesting game. Now they're kind of cooked because whatever Pokemon they put in, well, I can't kill a Zebstrika for the record. I can't kill the Zebstrika in one shot anyway. But they've got the same problem, right? Like they also can't kill anything in one shot. So, and in particular now I have the Pikachu EX. Speaking of which, do I still have? Yeah, I still have one Voltorb to hit too, right? So we could even go to 90 on that. Ah, there is the Giovanni. Yes, it's a good thing we didn't pull out this Pikachu EX. Like it would have been this. We would have been in the exact same spot anyway, right? It would have been. We would just would have been cooked. So now they're kind of in a problem state because they can't 1-tap this Pikachu. Right, like they're just like, what do you do from here? Pokeball, nice. Okay, that's game. That means we get the final Voltorb, and we just one-shot the Zebstrika. This game was cool, dude. Not actually often how these Pikachu EX games go in my experience, because usually they kind of go faster, but this one kind of ran on a little bit. But some good little moments, some good decision making. Hopefully, still not sure I'm great at this game yet, but it felt like I was there. I felt like I knew what was going on, you know. That's a good sign. Usually you kind of have some idea. Oh my god, this hand, dude. This hand, dude. This is quite a fun hand, I will say. Yeah, let's load up. These are all going in for sure. It is kind of nice to, well, let's wait on this one. There's no rush. It is kind of nice to have, I think, an Electrode in to like have that kind of free retreat pivot, just kind of send it into tank a hit sometimes and retreat it out sort of thing. Really good flexible card for that. So, but do want to make sure I have a spot available for a Voltorb if we get it off Pokeball. This only can draw a Voltorb or another Zapdos. So, you know, it's a 2 out of 3 to hit the Voltorb here. So it probably doesn't matter much, but yeah, just to be kind of safe. Oh, Professor's Research as well. Okay, so again, this is the one deck where, well, usually I do Professor's Research over Pokeball in this deck to find the basics. We already have the basics. I mean, I guess there's no chance I draw dead. Even if we get both basics here, there's still one basic left in the deck, so we can stick to the normal plan. Yeah. Double Pokeball is amazing. This is all very, very good news so far. There's that Voltorb I like to have one of in. That's nice. Let's go ahead and put in the Voltorb and the Zapdos. Start loading up Pikachu. We are very happy people. All right. Let's play the Zapdos we drew off the Pokeball. They know that's a Pokemon. They don't know that the other one is. So if they're hand tracking, which I doubt anybody's really hand tracking at this stage yet. Like, it's so early to be hand tracking, but good players will eventually hand track. And, you know, that'll give them some data. Yeah, this is where we can just put in the Voltorb, like we said, and retreat it for free. So, like, we take 20 on it, but that shouldn't be an issue. Then we just bring back in Pikachu and kill the Ecans. How much health does Arbok have? Does he have 90 actually? I don't even know. I actually have no idea. I need to start learning more of the kind of evolution health totals, you know? That's always a bit hard for me. But this is why Electrode's just so insane, right? It's just such an insanely good fit in the stack. It's like, oh, hey, look. I get to retreat for free. And they conceded. There you go. You see it right there in action. Yep. Just completely busted. Oh, going first. Okay. Oh, Voltorb and Pikachu EX, pretty solid. No, no card draw in hand though. Sucks. Sucks. I actually, some argument to maybe putting Voltorb in first, but without a Electrode, it's not worth it, right? Execute. They are not very cute for the record. They are kind of ugly. All right, so double Pokemon at least is nice. Start checking some health totals here pretty fast, but still, you know, it takes a minute to get this energy rolling. How do you guys feel about the turn imbalance issue? And do you think like they should rebalance? Like most people think going second is an enormous advantage. I do not disagree. How do we tweak that? You know, how do we make that feel more even? I'm used to playing Marvel Snap so much these days where turns are simultaneous. You both play at the same time. I think games that manage to do that are actually pretty sweet, by the way. So, I mean, obviously coming from Hearthstone, that's been a conversation for a long time. Going first in Hearthstone, traditionally an advantage, I think most of the time. Occasionally some decks break that mold, but okay, so Venusaur already potentially getting really loaded up here. Now, the good news is it does often take a lot of energy to get that going. So they kind of use the execute to like bully you a little bit in the meantime, but we're going to just finish this off right here. So that's nice. So maybe that'll give us the necessary time to push through that Venusaur before it gets going. They don't have the Lilligant, I think is the name. Petalil and Lilligant. They also spent an energy on this execute just to soften up the Pikachu EX, which I'm not sure I'm in love with that decision necessarily. I'll never say it's wrong because I don't know what, you know, I don't know what they're playing with, what their goals are, you know, we don't know. Maybe this is a meaningful breakpoint for some reason or another, but I think I might have just tried to hit the Venusaur line faster. 3 energy here, for instance, hitting me for 60 already would be pretty cool, because now they're looking at like 60 into 80 next turn, which is just like too slow, right? But if this had 3 energy, like that 20 they did kind of cost them 60 if you think about it, right? In a weird way, I think. So they're not gonna have Giant Blossom online. I think can go ahead and potion here. It's literally impossible for them to have Giant Bloom. I think I said Giant Blossom. It's impossible to have it online. I don't think we have any risks here, right? I guess there's some risk of healing. We have, you know, the Erica, and we have potions. But as long as I'm not dead here, like I think the second Pikachu EX should come in time to seal the deal. Okay, they are healing for a ton. They also do start to heal more with Giant Bloom next turn as well, for the record. So if we hit for 90 again, do we actually bring in this Pikachu EX? We have an X speed. Just thinking, like, it's a pretty great breakpoint against Giant Bloom. It takes 2 blooms to kill it, basically. I don't know if that matters from an order standpoint. There's also like Sabrina considerations. Like either way, it takes 2 blooms to kill it. I guess it doesn't really matter. 1 being dead, in fact, kind of lets me open up a Zapdos and start loading that up in case I need to like 1-tap the Venusaur. Although that's probably not going to happen because I'll die in 2 turns. Like we just have to outrace their healing here, basically. On that note, do we go ahead and put in some Giovanni's, like just to kill this over 2 turns as reliably as possible? I think so. It's hard to math out these breakpoints right now because I'm lazy. But if we put them down to 70, if they play another Erica, they go to 120. Another potion puts them at 140. Another giant bloom puts them at 170. Yeah, it's like if they do have all the Ericas, this might be too slow. Red card, okay. Well, it's currently not really a problem. Kind of wish I had that Giovanni back though. Like, I don't know if that makes the difference or not, right? They only healed for the 30 here. Oh, dude, the Giovanni, dude. Oh, the red card's gonna save them. Giovanni would be lethal. Giovanni would be lethal, dude. Oh my God. Genius red card, by the way. Genius red card, dude. Genius. Genius red card. Okay, I don't think loading up the Zapdos maybe matters much, but I might be able to pivot him in and tank a hit if needed. I mean, dude, that Giovanni is so clutch, dude. This 100 breakpoint would be perfect. I'm so mad, dude. So mad. Genius plays. Genius plays. I mean, they didn't know I had the Giovanni, but he's smart. Smart to take the chance, I think. I played the first one for a reason, right? So they go up to 40 off the bloom. Erica would take them up to 90. They would also need a potion. They would basically need a full suite of all heals here to stay alive to Pikachu next turn. Sabrina's actually fine. We can just throw in the Zapdos to tank a hit. And then bring in the Pikachu EX again. This is no worries. We have X speed, and actually we have an energy on this as well, so either way, right? They just have to have... Oh, well, they can't use Erica. It's over. They just use Sabrina, so... They're just like hoping for a Hail Mary, or I just click the wrong card on Voltorb or something, right? Okay, so we have Sabrina, that's fine. No worries here, right? We just oh, there's the Giovanni's back. Dang, dude, yeah, they conceded. I mean, they didn't actually know I had the Sabrina here, but I guess maybe they saw the writing on the wall. That was a cool game, dude. Good meta deck too. That's been a very good deck. Actually, it's performed really well in some tournaments and stuff. Above expectations for me anyway. All right, Pikachu EX. Sad double electrode in hand. That's actually pretty tough. That's not really what we want to see, especially when we have the Pikachu EX already. We want to find Pokeballs. Oh, okay, Mewtwo EX. Spooky, we can definitely bully that out if we need to. Zapdos is great, by the way. Okay, not what we wanted to click here. Pokeballs! Give me them Pokeballs! 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 It's a potion. Voltorb's fine too. Okay, yeah, this is good. We're getting... Dude. I'm trying to use a mouse and it's not going well. This is fine. This is how we bully, right? Like, this is good. We're up to 60 already. It's 60 and 90 are good breakpoints against Mewtwo minus any potions. So a hit for 60 is not bad. That said, you know, we got some time. We still have a couple turns to put some energy up and stuff, so... Oh, they're running the Jinx in here, dude. Okay, the Jinx version of this. So we don't see this as much as just the basic Raltsy version. The good news is Psychic is not great against Pikachu, because we're not loading up with like a million energy, you know. Oh, red card's great for me. We love red card right now. I would not red card early against a Pikachu EX basically ever. I mean, you know, it was a total card denial there. Oh my god, multiple Pokeballs now too. Let's go. I would just be really careful with the Pikachu EX red card. Yes, they reduced my total number of resources, but ultimately it just increases the chance I'm gonna have more basic Pokemon in hand, which is the ultimate goal for this deck, right? So chilling for now. Yep, Pikachu's gonna start bashing this for 90 next turn. At that stage, without a Ralts going, they're kind of cooked, to be honest. I mean, Psychic Sphere hits for 50, but it's not enough. We survived 2 hits of this, even if they had like double Giovanni somehow. Sabrina's fine too. We can just put in a Pikachu, no worries. Thinking a little bit about putting in a Voltorb, because it's kind of free. Like, we know they can't Like, we know they can't Giovanni this right now, right? So it doesn't really matter because they just Sabrina. So it's like, this is just kind of free body. Tank a hit here. So this Sabrina does delay the Pikachu EX by a moment here. Because now we didn't unfortunately hit an Electrode, which we could have put in retreated for free, right? So yeah, sadly, I really do wish we had. So if I load up this Voltorb and retreat, I can't put in a Pikachu EX when the Mewtwo gets to. Man, I really wish we had a really wish that we had an X speed right now, dude. We'd just be really in a great spot, and sadly we don't. So this hits me for 50. I'm at 70. The 150 kills me no matter what, right? But I just need to hit this for 90 in the meantime, and then get the other Pikachu EX up in time. It's actually still kind of challenging, because I'm like an energy behind. Oh, Sabrina again. I mean, I guess in this case, yeah, let's throw in the Zapdos this time. I don't know, man. Double Sabrina. So I mean, we know the Sabrinas are gone. Do we throw in the Voltorb on the? Oh, there's the Electrode that we needed, man. Dude, if I put in the Voltorb here, I see. I've made it. This was a mistake. I've got major regrets again. Yeah, we just let them now kill the Zapdos if they want with their side drive. Bring in Pikachu, hit for 90. They add 1 energy. They don't have a Ralts, you know, in time or anything to cheese extra energy. So they go for the Zapdos kill here. We just saw an opportunity for skill expression, by the way. Like, if we had trusted the Electrode, well, no, I guess it would have died. No, that's not true. We didn't really see that opportunity. I take that back. It would have died anyway. It didn't really matter. But this puts us in a good spot. Basically, without any energy ramp on this. Whoopsie, Zapdos. We know we're positioned pretty well here. We could Sabrina, but we want to kill this in 2. There's no need to. We just want to hit this in 2. They have no way to ramp this energy. Like we said, they haven't hit a Ralts. This is one of the risks of Jinx, really, right? Now, they may go for a retreat. But if they do, it demands energy, even with an X speed, right? So it's like, it's fine. It loses 1 energy, so it doesn't really change the clock much on the Mewtwo. Not to mention we have Sabrina as well. Yeah, they're loading up the Jinx here. Are they gonna go for an X speed retreat? No, they're just gonna hit for Psychic Sphere. Sure, that makes sense. Put me to 80. I mean, we just kill the Mewtwo EX here, and the game is pretty much over. I mean, not literally over, but pretty much over. We'll go ahead and use these potions now. Yeah, I mean, I think the opponent did a pretty cool job, like, disrupting us with the, you know, the Sabrina disruption was pretty cool, but ultimately, if they don't hit their Ralts early, it's a challenge, which is one of the reasons stuff like Jinx in the deck, right? Like, this could have been a Pokeball into a Ralts, which could have got your chain going faster, and then, like, maybe you have the time you need, right? But instead, what happens is it just doesn't work out right now. See, they can hit me for actually quite a bit here, but thankfully we had the potion, so, you know, potion took us out of range. I think they were setting up for like a Jinx kill on the Pikachu, but double potion saved us. I have lazy man hair today. Curly lazy man hair. TikTok hair, as I call it. All right. Oh, goody. Going second. You guys are gonna see my lazy man hair on the channel for the first time. So we got Voltorb Electrode. That's fine. This is kind of the poor man's, you know, Poor man's Pikachu EX, of course, but Electrode, importantly, 0 retreat cost makes this an amazing fit here, because we can just Pokeball into hopefully a Pikachu EX, maybe not, and still retreat out with the Electrode as needed. Now, unfortunately, we are playing against a fighting deck, which can be a tough one for Pikachu sometimes, especially if that stupid Doug Trio or whatever just denies us over and over and over again. That can always be frustrating. So Zapdos, I think we'll load up the Zapdos here. We don't have the Pikachu EX yet, right? So we might have to use Zapdos Thundering Hurricane to snipe. It's clearly not ideal, but it's okay. Can't evolve the Voltorb just yet. The one downside of going second here, but all good. They're loading up the Diglett. Okay, that can be so annoying if it hits over and over again on the Doug Trio. The Mud Slap for 40 here also kind of sucks, to be honest, but we can go ahead. Oh, there's the Trio, the Dig for 40, and the Marowak EX. Good God, they hit it all, dude. They're living the dream up here. Goodness gracious, this is already a tough one with the fighting weaknesses, but man, oh man, this is brutal. So if Doug Trio hits here, good God, they're just playing a million cards. I have no cards. I got 0 cards. Dig. Does he hit the coin flip here? Oh, I'm dead, bro. Oh, bro, I'm dead. It doesn't even, well, no, it definitely still matters if he hits the coin flip. I'm just dead. Good God, dude, they hit the nuts. Good God, 40 plus 20 is 60, Regis. I'm dead. Okay, this is not gonna be a great game. We need some real low rolls from the opponent here, effectively. Otherwise, we are cooked. We are just cooked. We need Dark Trios to miss. We need Marowaks to miss. Like, we just need misses. We do have a potion. Let's see, breakpoints wise, at least Zapdos is not weak to fighting, so that's kind of nice, right? So we can go Thundering Hurricane if Doug Trio makes sense for it. Boomerang on the Bonerang, excuse me. That sounds, no, it's Bone Meringue. They didn't want to call it the Boner. I see why. I understand. Don't get the heads, baby. Come on. Nice. Okay, so we can kill the Doug Trio. Then we just gotta hit the Marowak high roll with the potion, right? And then we just hit for 150, and we just, we think we're super lucky. I mean, I guess you always draw first, right? But 6 cards in hand. Sabrina. I mean, they're not gonna put in the Marowak if I do this, so that's not really very useful. We just killed the Doug Trio while we have this opening on it, right? And then we hope to kill the Marowak after they whiff. No reason to Giovanni here. Doesn't change any math. We just need 2 heads. Nice. Okay, so we sniped the Doug Trio. Now the Marowak just has to low roll. And then we have to high roll. Like, we just need, it's RNG, baby. That's all it is. If they go for another Diglett, no, it's fine, right? It's gonna be a Marowak, 100%, right? Now, importantly, I don't have anything to Sabrina. Oh, they do go for the Diglett. Okay, so we can Sabrina, but they just put in the Cubone. I mean, this is not really. Oh, well, now I can Sabrina into a guarantee potentially. Now they have 2 Marowak, like not a guarantee, but a chance at a guarantee. Let's put it that way. A chance at a guarantee. Yeah, I mean, we don't really have a choice, right? We just need to one-shot these Marowaks. That's how we win. It's that simple. We don't have another potion either. Oh, they interestingly put this one in. I mean, they can retreat. Well, no, I don't know. I don't understand this really. Yeah, it's this easy, dude. It's this easy. We just need 3, baby. We just need 3 heads. It's so easy. Anybody can do it. That's not it. That's it. That's not it. That's not it. 3 tails. It got it backwards. So without a potion here, we just have to hope they double whiff, right? Like, they just have to hit 2 tails. Like, hey, we hit 3. They can hit 2. It's kind of cool we actually managed to find a way out of this game with no Pikachu EX. The early kill on the poor Volt guy, Voltorb. His name Voltorb. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Now it demands I again hit for 3. Like I kind of like this, but they still just, you know, it's two tails. It's that simple. 2 tails, baby. No. Dang it, even if we had a potion, that would have cleaned it up. So this was straight up a coin flip loss. I think it was cool though that we had a chance to win that. Like we were in a position to win. It's pretty sweet. Going first. Ooh, pretty good hand. Dang, okay. Actually insane hand, isn't it? Yeah, no, I don't even know what I mean. This is actually an insane hand. I mean, we definitely wanted Electrode, but to have full Pokemon suite already is great. Let's wait a little bit on this second Voltorb. We have a little bit of time to kind of play out our Pokemon. Sometimes it does matter a little bit on decision making, right? Like, you know, I definitely like to have 2 Pikachu EX in. I definitely like to have an Electrode in because of the free retreat. That can be very powerful. But this is actually the perfect suite here. This is just exactly what we're looking for. Dream sort of hand. The Zapdos is definitely, to me, the least interesting card in this deck, but still has its moments where it's important. Just, you know, that 130 health can be pretty nice. It has a different weakness than Pikachu, which can be pretty nice. Occasionally, very occasionally, Thundering Hurricane is an ability when you're desperate because you missed your Pikachus. Can be kind of a lethal finisher that can hit for like 200 or 150, you know, different breakpoints basically than Pikachu if you need that one-shot kill on something big. Charizard EX or whatever, Venusaur, you know, Blastoise, something giant. Like it can do that. It's not reliable, obviously. Now this is a Venusaur deck. Now they do have the double Petlils here early. I'm nervous a bit about them hitting Lilligant and ramping up these Bulbasaurs in time. If they ramp up the Bulbasaurs too fast, we're gonna have trouble killing them quickly enough. That's for sure. This looks like it's gonna be a Lilligant next turn, actually. Gonna give some bonus energy to Bulbasaur. Yeah, this is scary. Them having the extra energy here is from going second is a nice bonus for them for sure. Like Leaf Supply starts hitting Bulbasaur. Hopefully they just miss their evolves. I know from playing this deck sometimes you feel like you just can't hit the I was gonna say can't hit the Ivysaur train, but they've obviously hit it. Now 100 health is actually a fine breakpoint for us on this Lilligant, so that's good news. We have the Giovanni to create a clean kill here. So they're kind of delayed on the second one. I wonder if they ever give the Lilligant the supply here as opposed to the Venusaur. My instinct would be to give it to the Venusaur EX eventually, right? But it's not crazy to think you might like it on the Lilligant too. I don't know. Not crazy, I would say. So we're gonna Giovanni this. We're just gonna kill this Lilligant, of course, deal with it as quickly as we can. Pretty great Giovanni. I'm always amazed how often the Giovanni creates meaningful breakpoints, you know? Like really meaningful breakpoints. It really shocks me. It's so important. All right, so now if they want to put in another Lilligant, which certainly makes sense if they're not on the Venusaur EX yet. They're light on cards. It's unlikely they evolve just yet. But we can kill this in 2. Uh-oh, that might be a Venusaur. We can kill this in 2. If we drew another Giovanni, boy, that would make me very happy. That would be quite nice. But they're already at 2. Oh, they're just skipping the Lilligant here, just using it to tank. I like that too. That's seemingly pretty smart, yeah. I would still not mind a Giovanni. Do we want to Sabrina this? Like, they just put in the Bulbasaur. It doesn't really slow them down any. We do one-shot the Bulbasaur, which does create a moment later where another Sabrina could create a lethal out because we're at 2 points. It doesn't really change anything against the Bulbasaur. I guess, actually, we could also just do that with the Bulbasaur later, too, though, right? Like, just Sabrina the Bulbasaur. Or Venusaur, excuse me, and then, like, you know, just kill the Lilligant or the Ivysaur or whatever on the bench. How much health does Ivysaur have? 90. Yeah, 90 of course is a very significant breakpoint. So actually, yeah, let's just do that. Let's just save the Sabrina for when the Venusaur comes in. health total wise, like we're actually, I guess, at risk if Venusaur comes in right now. If they have an X speed, it can kill this Pikachu EX for the record. At 3. I wish I had a potion here. Maybe we should have. Well, this isn't ready to attack yet. You could maybe argue to put in the bigger Pikachu here to survive the Venusaur hit for 60. It has a 3 energy 60 damage hit, which clears this Pikachu. Shame we didn't have a potion here. That would have been pretty nice. This is where a Zebstrika could be handy, right? Like, there are Zebstrika builds. I like this build better. I think it's more refined, plays more to your win conditions. So for me, they have to have both X speed and Venusaur EX though to do this, right? Like, this doesn't have energy yet. So do they have both the X speed and the Venusaur EX? They don't. They just pass. Okay. Giovanni as well. Now I feel like we're in a great spot. Feeling very happy about this. I will say we don't actually have a backup Pokemon here, do we, for this Pikachu EX? Oh no, we do. Voltorb. Oh, never mind. I was thinking that was Electrode, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, like we said, this is fine. This gives us the lethal hit with Sabrina next turn, pretty much always. So you can put in Pikachu EX, load up the Voltorb. If they Ivysaur this, it's 90, which is still the lethal hit, so it's all fine, right? It doesn't matter. Venusaur here, no big deal. Good clean bully in here. That's fine. Like we said, it doesn't matter. Obviously, if they don't have the Venusaur, we just kill the one that's equipped. It, you know, but even if they do have Venusaur, we're chill. Yeah, nice. Okay. I guess they didn't have it, so they knew even without a Sabrina, they were just kind of cooked. That's the problem with that deck, man. Sometimes it's really hard to find those 2-stage evolutions. Like, just asking a lot out of it.